guys that I got, so why would I want this one vaccine to protect me against one when there's like all these other ones out there? Anyways, we won't go into vaccines because that could be controversial, I suppose. But nonetheless, I got out of there, and then I knew I needed to build my immune system, and I didn't know how to do that because I majored in marketing and business, which I have a degree in. And I got out of the hospital, and basically, one thing led to another, and I saw a Juice Man infomercial on TV, and I ended up buying the juicer because on the infomercial, the Juice Man said, hey, juicing, you could build your immune system, have more energy, and all the benefits that he will list off. And actually, that's one of the reasons why, to this day, I sell juicers, because it helped me so much in my life. I wouldn't just sell anything, but the juicer has personally helped me, and I've seen it help so many other people. And it's not that the juicer is any kind of magic. What it is, it's basically a vegetable concentrator. And you can use it to concentrate fruits, I don't recommend that. But it's a vegetable concentrator, and allows you to eat more of the vegetables, especially leafy green vegetables that most Americans do not eat to get their health benefits. You can turn 1 pound of greens into 1 cup of juice and drink it, and basically it's pre-digested because you're removing the fiber that makes it hard for us to digest, because if you don't have stomachs set up like cows to digest grass, you could even use wheatgrass. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. So I had to start on changing my diet and making going to a plant-based fruit and vegetable raw food diet, which is, arguably one of the healthiest diets out there, although looking back at it, I was doing it very unhealthily, learning more as I went on in my journey. But nonetheless, the goal is you got to eat more fruits and vegetables, and most people don't simply eat enough. And so then another thing that I've learned, because I listened to Tony Robbins back in the day, I learned about Kanai, which he talks about in its constant and never-ending improvement, and that has been a guiding light in my life philosophy on how can I always improve and do better. Even if I'm doing this good now, hey, is there something I could do and not close my mind off to, like, the raw food diet's the best diet, I don't need to learn about anything else because everything else is garbage according to what I was taught or dogma or whatever. But like, how can I improve it? So like, even when I was on a raw, vegan, plant-based diet, how can I improve my diet? Well, I could improve the quality of the food I was eating, and that's really what got me into gardening. Because I was, into eating a plant-based raw diet before I got into gardening. Then I got into gardening to basically take me up a notch in my raw food diet to have better quality food than anybody else I knew, because they were just still going to the farmer's market or, going in and buying industrial food, whether organic or conventional. And so then I've been doing personal ongoing research on how to eat and maximize health and extend longevity, because that's been my goal. My goal is like, this is a negative goal, but like it's guided me to like not be back in the hospital. And maybe that was my goal in the younger years, but once I knew I built my immune system up so that I would be back in the hospital, now I'm more about like, hey, how can I have a healthier lifespan and healthier health span? So your lifespan is how long you live, but your health span is like, hey, how active are you? The people in some of the blue zones are still like working in their garden when they're 100, walking to the village every day and doing stuff. But like people here, when they get old, they're like, you put them in a adult home and they're in a wheelchair, and when the adult home or whatever, the senior homes, they're feeding them garbage food, like all the processed garbage, and it kills them even faster. Anyways, so the topic today that we're going to be talking about is 3 ways to increase your health by gardening, a topic that many people probably don't really talk about, but this has been my area of interest, and one of my focuses on, hey, how can I improve my health through my garden? And these are the 3 main ways that I want you guys to do, and it's not rocket science. It's by making small little changes in the seeds you select, in how you tend for your plants, and how you process the food once you grow it. You can maximize the health